It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, she is here, and she's here just for you and for us, because we're
yes.
parents. We're almost a year, guys, a year into living in lockdown due to COVID-19. Have parents figured it all out? Is there harmony at home? Is that all about to come to a grinding, crashing halt once hybrid learning starts again? Registered counsellor and our favourite parenting expert, Shanaz Moos, now joins us on the couch to chat a little bit about getting back in the saddle for parenting at home. We can do it. We can do it, Shanaz. Because you've done it. You are a parent.
Yeah, we did it already. We just didn't like some of the stuff we did, but we were doing it.
We figured it out, and you've taken it to the point of releasing a child into the world, because you took her through matric. The toughest time, surely that's got to have been the toughest education, never mind a toddler and creating a creche at home. But I think you've kind of passed the advanced driver's course in this case. How are parents doing, do you think, now that we've had to go back into lockdown?
I think that parents were quite eager for the back to school, and then that bomb just dropped. And I think that some of them are still huddled in a corner trying to figure out more time with them, more time. But I mean, I think that so much of the way the world went last year will be mimicked in some form or the other, even in education. So I think our training ground was set last year. So now this would be like our next level.
Now we're going to smash it, yeah.
So now we are actually more confident in what we can do as parents, because we did it already. We've been down that 2020, all the memes of 2020, and it's hysterical when I see some of the images they used to portray 2020.
You know, I think about the year. You said it was a training ground, so it's a boot camp. And now that the boot camp is wrapped up, and now we can start exercising our new skills that we got from the lockdown. I think
start flexing.
You know, us as parents, just kind of looking at our kids, I think that what we mean to them means a lot more, because we've been in their faces more, because it's not they spending 8 hours a day at school and then coming home to them. So we've had to be present more often. So what would you think is, I'm going to say, best practice, you know, when it comes to engaging your child? And what do you think that they want from us as parents with this new normal?
Or need, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think that what kids wanted didn't actually change, because I do play therapy with kids. A lot of them actually, if they get 3 wishes, guess what one of their wishes is normally? For their parents to be happy. I mean, you get 3 wishes to ask for anything on the planet, right? And one of your wishes often is to see a happy parent. And that just makes my heart just drop to the bottom.
I might want to cry a little bit right now, actually, after hearing.
You can go ahead, brother.
So for me, when you ask what we should do as parents, is we should strive towards more of that, which our children yearn for, and that will fill our lives up, because you can't, and because you were stuck at home, we couldn't do those other things that we used to do that we thought made us happy. So now we were left with the internal space of our mind. Oh, and now there's a minefield for you. So, pardon the pun, but I mean, it's this explosive place where you have to live with yourself. And a lot of the work that I've moved away from just parenting on its own to working with people to get them to that happy place, because that's essentially what our kids want. Because you are that model, Graham, you and I have said this, you model your behavior, you model what you desire. So that happy you is a role model for the child to be a happier child, because they came with the blueprint. They're just happy by birth.
Yeah.
It's
all the other nonsense.
Loving and
it's the other nonsense that we put on them that takes the happy out.
That being said then, how important is the role that we are playing in our handling of the pandemic? Because we're also going through something that we've never really had to deal with, certainly our generation. How important is the way that we navigate these waters and that imprint because this is surely a great boot camp for our kids as well.
Yeah, I think that a lot of, if ever our kids have learned the hardest life lessons about struggles financially, emotionally, multiple losses, that would be the training ground for them, something we often get only later in life. So the thing that we need to understand is that they want us to create a calm space for them. They want us to make home a fun place. And when we had to teach our kids and parent them and work and all those things, we sacrificed often the one for the other. We sacrificed the calm parent in control and loving for the teacher because we felt that was more important, making sure they're up to standard. And I said this the other day, I don't know where I was, but I said that scrap the academic year. Don't even look at your child's report. Okay, except my daughter in matric, but I mean, I'm still looking at it with a different view.
How did that one work out for you?
I'm going to look at it with a different view. I said that if kids come out emotionally stable, right, and mentally healthy, it was a good year. I don't care about the report. And I can say that because, you know me and marks and academics, it isn't how conscious parents parent. When you parent your child academically, you're parenting them for society, not for yourself or not for them.
And I'm just adding to that, for a guy, maybe it's about, for financial well-being, you sacrifice all of that because you think, I've got to feed them before I look after their emotional health. More questions than answers already at this stage, which bodes well. We're going to continue our discussion. We are talking about parenting 2.0 in this stage of lockdown. What have we learned? Are we becoming better parents through this journey?